Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Sarthak Darekar, and the first series that I'll be putting out on this channel is Love and Hustle. Love and Hustle, baby. All right, so you might be wondering what's this channel going to be about? What's this first series? What's Love and Hustle? Okay. Well, let me give you a brief, general idea of what I plan to do here. Love and hustle, because in today's day and age, people either don't love enough or they don't hustle enough. There's people out here who love things, they love their life, they love their art, they love their family, they love their friends. How wonderful, how wonderful. But they forget one thing, and that one thing is the hustle, baby. They forget that they need to grow, because growth is part of life. There's this beautiful quote I heard in some podcast a long time ago. I forget where, but you're either green and growing or you're brown and dying. A tree. A tree is either green and growing or it's brown and dying. Growth is important, man. You can't just be completely all about love and just living life and just enjoying it, because part of our very primal instinct is to grow, is to evolve. And we must always be evolving. Now, that brings me to the other side of the coin. What is that? There are some people who hustle too much, man. They don't enjoy what they do, but they're just going at it. They're just hustling. Workaholics. The hustle culture ain't it either, man. Family is important. God is important. Spirituality, any way you practice it, is important. Because spirituality builds the foundation for empathy for your fellow man. And that brings you joy. Because we are creatures of community. Humanity and our civilization was formed by collaboration. And if we lose our empathy just for the sake of the hustle, you lose your very human essence. So love and hustle, baby. That's what I believe in. So I'll give you guys a brief about my background and why I want to do this channel. So firstly, these are two values that I would say are the strongest value systems that I try to follow. I try to, be a force of love in this world. And I'm hustling. I'm always hustling. I'm always working hard, Why is that? It's because I've been through quite a lot of things in life, and I believe that these two values, whenever I've been in the darkest spot, it's either love that saved me or it's the hustle, right? Either the hustle's helped me evolve past that point, or the love has helped me fall in love with that point in my life. Instead of being scared, instead of being angry. Some of you might be familiar with David Hawkins' scale of conscience. When you bring in love and hustle, you're able to move up that scale of conscience. You're able to evolve on a very mental level. And I truly believe in that. But yeah, I truly do believe in that. So the reason that this YouTube channel will be you guys are going to be helping me out just as much as I hope that my words will help you out, right? And the reason for that is I believe that teaching is the best way to learn. And if I have an outlet here, if I have people that I can teach, it motivates me to learn. And it makes me want to synthesize the information that I'm learning in a way that I can teach it. And that very process of synthesizing is what will help me learn so that I may teach it better. So that is the general gist of it, So the love part will include relationships, spirituality, stuff like that. Hustle will include businesses. I'll give you a bit of background. I ran a startup in college that I sold off, marketing agency where I handled essentially large businessmen who used to, essentially the personal branding aspect for large businessmen. There's an abundance of large businesmen in the world who don't have a personal brand on the internet right now because they don't understand it. And that's what I'm here to fix. That was the vertical I handled. I created LinkedIn posts, all of this, all of that. One of the other partners in my business, he used to do all the social media. He handled the Instagram, everything else like that, YouTube, we shot ads and did photo shoots for the founders, stuff like that. It was really cool stuff, right? And then the third partner, his job was getting the clients. Great stuff. That was my first startup, I would say, that I really took seriously. I had a few before that didn't even earn money, but that's the whole point of the hustle, right? You gotta fail, because without failure you can't grow. And then so after that, that business happened. I got a job, which is where I'm working right now still, because that business. I'm not from a business background. Let me start off with that. My father was an engineer, and no one in my family has a business, and so, but I've always known that that's what I wanted to do. I was groomed since a young age to, study engineering. And I've coded video games, I've done video editing, I've done all these technical things. But then I looked around me, and I realized one simple fact. The richest people that I saw were all businessmen. And why is that? Why was that? So just purely off of that one thing, I took a large risk in my life. Instead of applying to a, college program that was more technically skilled, I did a bachelor's in business administration. And, I will be honest, I don't think that the educational value of the degree was anything special. It certainly was not. But what college does for you is it gets you around people like you, firstly, and it helps you to learn and listen to the conversations. Why does everyone tell you, why do all these old people, quote unquote, tell you to, always read the news, always do this, always do that? Like, why is the news so important? Like, I don't read no newspaper. I'm not that old, That's what people think. But the reason they say that is because you need to be aware of what's happening. That's what that's one of the, it's a side tangent I was about to go into. But yeah, essentially, information matters, and when you're around the right people in business school, you're able to have conversations about business. And that is what gave me all the growth in the world. For 3 years, I was around people who came from business families, who were doing their own businesses, or were planning to do their own businesses. And that simple small fact helped me evolve. So part of your hustle has to be, you need to identify who you are. You need to identify what your values are, who you want to become. Then surround yourself with those people, because those conversations itself, they're worth their weight in gold. Because those are those conversations are what will plant the seeds in your mind that over the course of decades, over the course of years, over the course of just months will change who you are. If you're around the wrong people, you will start viewing the world in a cynical way. You'll start becoming unhappy. You'll start thinking, oh, all businessmen are evil. All working hard is just a lie, because at the end of the day, someone else has all the money and they control the world. I can't do anything about it. But if you surround yourself with people who are trying to improve themselves, you will improve yourself. But again, love is important. Because if you surround yourself with hustlers who have no regard for humanity, scammers, people who think that, I'm able to sell something to someone, so I'm gonna sell it and I'll make money, Like I'll get into some shady businesses. There's quite a few businessmen on YouTube, businessmen in the creator economy in general right now, who quite honestly sell unethical products because they have the skill and the ability to convince people that they need something. That is unethical. That is also wrong, because that taints your soul. The very reason that we should all do business is to buy ourselves freedom, but not at the cost of anyone else. Karma is real, and you might have everything in the physical world, but if your heart is lost, if your soul is lost, if your honor is lost, then what is the point? People think that, I'm going to get rich, I'm going to drive a Lambo, and I'm going to marry like a super hot Kim Kardashian type girl. But then what? Do you even love this woman? Do you even love this car? Do you love your life? Do you love the people you've surrounded yourself with? The journey matters, man. The journey matters because the people around you matter. The experiences matter. The hustle matters. And a man who has worked who's made an honest living in his life is going to be much more content than a billionaire who's had to kill his way there. There's always something in the back of your mind that bad people who do bad things always know that they're doing bad things. They might try to suppress it, and they might have, they might blame it on others, they might do whatever else, but deep down, they always know. And we are not like them. We are not like them, no. I believe that the mission of this channel is to inspire spirit-led business people, both women and men, because I believe that we live in the modern day. And, the creator economy is just crazy. the why I just mentioned women and men specifically is because a large part of me is masculine, right? It's very masculine. I have my masculine energies, but I also the reason I am who I am and I've accomplished everything I have thus far in life, that's because I have balanced it with my feminine energy. Because the feminine energy is powerful, my friends. And as a man, many men ignore that. And one thing, many women ignore their masculine energies. There's a shadow side to both too. There's the light masculine, but then there's the dark masculine, the light feminine and the dark feminine. And everyone has all four energies within them, but you must balance them. For you cannot just get rid of the darkness. You must come to terms with it so that you can understand what the shadow is, so that you can work with it rather than have it be in the shadow and it working against you without you even being conscious. Anyways, it seems that I got quite a bit off track, and in future videos, I'm certainly gonna ensure that, there's actual structure, but I decided today, so I'll tell you guys something funny, right? For the last month right now I have a full-time job, but I'm also, running a business on this side. And, I talk about these things with my clients, like how I want to start a YouTube channel, because many people tell me that I'm a good teacher about things related to business and spirituality, love and hustle, right? So I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I keep delaying it because, I'm like, oh, I need to write a script, or like, oh, I need to figure out this, or I need to figure out that. I need to wear this, I need to have this happening, I need to get rid of all of these tasks first. But then today I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start this, man. And I am going to just start this. So welcome to my channel, and I hope that it's going to be good for you guys. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Blessings to you all.